I'm Ruben Diaz. Here's your ABC24 News update. Shelby County has declared a state of emergency after this past weekend's storms. Now, the declaration hopes to get state and federal assistance with recovery efforts. This all comes nearly a week after those storms knocked out power to thousands of people across Memphis and Shelby County. According to MLGW officials, crews have now restored about 129,000 customers' power since Saturday's storm. There are still thousands left in the dark. MLGW President and CEO Doug McGowan also telling us that the work is becoming more difficult as crews get to some of those remaining outages. Much of the work now involves power lines located along near property lines. Well, that means that the crews sometimes can't get that heavy equipment into people's yards, which forces them to do those repairs by hand. As you can imagine, that slows down the process. Now, McGowan also tells us he's still confident a majority of the customers will get their power restored by tonight.
I will still say that Thursday night, which is tomorrow night, we will have substantial completion. But as I told you, there will be some number of customers that will take longer just because of the complexity of the outage and finding things that we did not expect.
Now, MLGW crews will continue working through those complicated cases even after the utility reaches said substantial completion. Meanwhile, Tennessee SNAP recipients who lost power for more than 12 hours can apply for replacement benefits. Participants have to file a claim with the Tennessee Department of Human Services within 10 days of the food loss. If approved, the replacement benefits will be directly sent to your EBT card. All right, we are about 2 weeks away from the 25th anniversary of September 11th, and the accused mastermind behind the terrorist attacks will soon face a military trial. ABC's Karen Hua is in Washington with the details.
25 years after the terror on September 11, 2001, a judge has set a trial date for the accused mastermind behind the attack, June 2028. 3 alleged accomplices will also stand trial then. Khalid Sheikh Mohammed, known as KSM, was captured in 2003 and waterboarded in CIA custody. He's been locked up at Guantanamo Bay since. His case endlessly delayed. 18 years later in 2024, the U.S. government agreed to offer a plea deal that would have spared KSM the death penalty. But some families of 9/11 victims were furious.
The government is failing us.
Other families saw the deal as the best-case scenario to come of this tragedy, like Patrick White, whose cousin was killed on the hijacked flight that crashed in the Pennsylvania field.
I don't believe that the plea agreements were anything other than the best outcome we were ever likely to achieve.
KSM tried to plead guilty back then to avoid execution, but the Pentagon ultimately rejected this. 2 years later, with a trial date set, the death penalty is back on the table. Now, a major question remains: if prosecutors can use what KSM told authorities after years in CIA custody. The defense claims his statements were tainted by torture, likely pressured out through waterboarding. But prosecutors say these statements are crucial evidence. For families of the 3,000 people killed in the attacks, having a trial date is a long-awaited relief. Karen Hua, ABC News, Washington.
All right, that's your ABC24 News update for now. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Ruben Diaz.